I'm 6 months into my new account executive role, and I'm going to share the top lessons I've learned in less than 6 minutes. Let's get started. Okay, there we go. The first lesson learned is that it's really fun to be surrounded by people who are winning in a high-performance environment and around other super talented people. Prior to starting this new role, I spent about the last year leading sales at my family's small business, and there wasn't a whole lot of winning going on, and most days nothing happened. And the result of this is I really feel like I was plateauing, my development stopped, and I was concerned about my future to an extent because I just wasn't making as much money as I was used to. You're not surrounded by any teammates, there's no mission, and not much happens on a day-to-day basis. So I decided I want to get a sales role at the absolute best company I can find, and fortunately I did. And as a result of that, what the experience has been like is I hit 200% of Q3 ramping quota and 97% of Q4 quota. And I feel like my career is back on track. We're making money again and learning a lot. So that's super exciting. The next lesson I've learned is that you will only go as far as your ability to learn. Being able to ramp up so quickly and immediately close hundreds of thousands of dollars in annual recurring revenue, it was not an accident. Early on, I put together a 90-day plan with my manager. We were very deliberate about learning and then practicing. So learning, this looked like reviewing Gong calls, speaking with teammates, going through the courses, reading all of our marketing and product material. Practicing looked like doing mock demos with my manager. It looked like recording async demo preps of me just giving a talk track and writing down exactly what I would say. And then when you combine all that learning together, when you actually get on the customer calls, all of a sudden you really know what you're talking about and you've condensed what you need to know into actually knowing it. And I think that that's been a big help for me because I've received feedback that they say, wow, you really ramped fast and successfully. And that was because of all of the learning. And the only reason why I wouldn't be able to become an elite enterprise account executive one day and continue hitting quota is if my learning stops. So I'm very focused on learning, and that's why you can see the legal notepads on my desk right here. The third lesson I'm going to talk about today is to detach from the outputs and obsess over the inputs. Most days when you're working fully remote, you started a new role, you don't have a track record, you want to prove yourself. And I remember at times really feeling this desperation of just wanting to perform, wanting to produce, wanting to prove to people I'm good enough, but things don't happen overnight, especially in a B2B sales role. So I had to just not worry about actually closing deals, not worry about setting meetings, and just obsess over the inputs. Pipeline generation, pipeline health for any of the inbounds that come in, just ruthless and relentless self-development and continuing to get better. And just by focusing on winning each and every day, all of a sudden you close a big deal. And then all of a sudden you hit quota. And all of a sudden you're not getting recognized in front of other people. And that takes many, many months. So it requires patience. The good ones know more, as we like to talk about. And those were the top 3 lessons I've learned so far in the first 6 months of my new AE role. And the reason why I make these videos is to document my software sales career journey as I strive to become an elite enterprise account executive. If you prospect in your role, make sure to check out my cold calling playlist. Those are my most popular videos, and I'll talk to you in the next video.